Assistant's been trolling you? You get some weird pop-ups from Google Assistant. Okay, unplug the mic. Thank you, Hannah, by the way. That's super helpful. You know, that might explain why I kept on getting those random pop-ups from Google telling me that it was, you know, when, I don't know if you have a Android, but with Android you have Google Assistant instead of Siri. And the thing with Google Assistant, of course, is that it's supposed to respond when you say, hey Google. And it kept on popping up and listening to my words, even though I wasn't saying okay Google. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it was something wrong with the mic input. How's that? Are we doing better? I think we should be, since the mic is out. If not, oh man, Hannah, you took one for the team. It hurt her ears back. It was that bad. But it's over now. Hey Liz, what's up? Good to see you. So downtown Chicago is pretty lit up, as I was trying to say earlier, but I'll repeat myself because you probably did not hear me. This morning we covered the Go Fest scene, but we don't actually have tickets, so we were just kind of there because we were so curious to see how it went and if Niantic was able to pull off a better event than yesterday. Hey, Tabasco Boshi, and they did. They totally nailed it.
Not yesterday.
Oh, sorry, not than yesterday. Yeah, so we wanted to see if Niantic could have a smooth event, unlike last year. Even though we had a great time last year, obviously it was rough. And so we went there at the opening to see how the start of the event went. We checked out some of the exhibits. They call them biomes. No, not biomes, habitats. Checked out the habitats, posted a few videos on about that. And now we're just chilling in downtown Chicago, where the spawns are pretty insane. So we're going to go to some parks and hopefully catch ourselves some pretty insane stuff. And we appreciate you joining us for that. Oh, Hannah, I saw your comment about settings. Yes, you can turn it off in settings. The message I got, I actually asked when Google Assistant kept on popping up. I asked it how I could turn it off, and it gave me instructions, but they were quite vague. It said that you need to actually change, go to settings, devices, which I didn't actually find, although I didn't spend that much time on it. But it looks like the problem's gone now that I unplugged the Rogue microphone, thanks to you. So thanks for your help, Anna. Appreciate it. All right, can we finally get across this street? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Such nice people here in Chicago. Literally stopping in the middle of the street to let pedestrians cross. Don't see that in New York much, do we?
Yeah, we don't.
Not at all, really. Hey, Brandy, what is up? Good to see you. I'm so relieved by what I saw when we went to observe Go Fest as spectators earlier. Nobody had problem playing the game. Nobody had a problem.
The help center. So only one person, and then they walked away. I think the problem got fixed probably.
What's that? You said that?
The one was at the help center. They might have just had help signing in or using the POR code because they didn't know how to.
True. True. Yeah. One thing.
It doesn't say to spin the Pokestop to log in.
Oh, good point. So someone was just kind of confused about how to actually activate, and it turned out the way that you activate is spin the Pokestop and then.
That's the theory.
No, okay, you're right. You didn't know, but you're saying that could have been one reason. Yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's so many people there to help, and not that many people who needed help.
So many cool things that I going to spoil them. Maybe we shouldn't.
Well, you can tell us about the cool things.
Yeah.
Most of the people watching are probably not actually at GoFest, because if they are, they're either playing in Downtime Chicago or they're actually inside GoFest right now if they have Saturday tickets. So.
And they had the.
What's up, Bob Ali Bombali? What's up, man?
They had the big picture, the old login screen. When you logged in, it says, remember to stay alert of your surroundings. Like the background, it had that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we should post those photos and videos that we took. There were some pretty cool exhibits and photo locations, photo op things where you could kind of pose as the trainer in the old loading screens from, like, for example...
Explain it better.
Oh, no problem. Hey, Jack Sampson. Hello to London. Hey, Ali Gamer. How are you? And Liz, thanks for being on the stream, and I saw your comment. Yeah, it's such a relief. Oh man, my mind was blown by how smooth it all was. Totally blown. Okay, we should be in the park soon. Straight ahead.
Yeah, there's a Belgium.
Oh, there's a Beldum? I don't usually say this, but I'm going to run away from the Aerodactyl to catch the Beldum.
Okay.
I mean...
The Aerodactyls and Belgiums are everywhere, though.
Okay, fair point. That's true. Beldums are all over the place, which is a really good opportunity.
And the Aerodactyls.
Aerodactyls all over the place. Good opportunity for shinies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Although...
we're right in the pile.
Hola Esteban, how's it going? ¿Cómo estás?
I think we should go to where all those lures are.
Want to go to all those lures?
There'll be like a million folks. Oh, wait. If you have an incense, you should definitely, and if you don't, you should put one on.
Oh, that's a good point, Mac. Incense it is. Oh, you know what's so interesting is I'm actually surprised to see, so the park is ahead, just to be clear, okay? Straight ahead is the park. And, you know, the nice thing about the park is that it's a park and, you know, you can walk around it. But you're totally right. You're totally right, Mac, that actually the area that's just crazy lured up is behind us. So if you want, we can actually turn around and walk back there.
I think I got something good for my lure. I got a cactus.
Oh, you did? Nice.
The evolved cactus. I think. So...
Alright, let's do that, Mac. That's a really good point. Let's walk forward here.
Are you going to catch this in the armor? That's going to
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's step to the side here. Muy bien. Muy bien. I was tired when we first got to Chicago, but we had a chance to rest a bit last night, and I gotta say, going to the GoFest park this morning, even though I did not have a ticket for today, so I was just as an observer documenting it. I gotta say, it just psyched me up so much to see how everyone got to play and how chill it was. It was very low key. People just walked into the park, no long lines, no trouble playing. I gotta say, that really psyched me up, especially after having been so involved, so in the middle of the experience last year, when GoFest itself was so frustrating, the actual day. And then, of course, afterwards, it was still a great event last year, but like the fact that the actual event, the day of event, went so well was really awesome. Did you get some nice AR shots? Oh, nice, man.
This glitch happening where it keeps on going more to the side.
Oh, yeah. That seems to just happen, Mac. It's true.
Look, it's going to the side.
I do see that,
It
yeah.
almost did a full 360 now.
Oh, really?
Look, it's still going to the side. What's up to the side? You're going to go in a circle. At this point, it would have been better if he wanted to go over here to just go the other way. Well, okay.
Oh, nice. I'm really happy to hear that. Hey, Raven, what is that?
Those people are playing too.
Oh, they're playing too?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are all over.
They probably have Sunday tickets if you're there.
True. If people are playing this afternoon, they probably have Sunday tickets, or they don't have tickets, one or the other.
Yeah. But people still like to see all the people who do have tickets.
Liz, I'm glad to hear the spawns are awesome in New York as well.
Awesome. There's like Dragonite and stuff.
Anyone see any Dragonites? Mac wants to know. I don't think they're that good. I could be wrong though. Oh, and Hannah, I saw your comments about, no, you would never be fired as the audio assisted. Although I am really glad you were on. And that you messaged me so quickly so that we only had about 30 seconds of chaos. Or maybe a minute. So who did we meet? You know what's interesting is this morning when we were walking around the park. Hey, Chuck Norris, what's up, man? I also sent you a message on Twitter. I want to send you a gift from Chicago, but I didn't find you in my friends list. I mean, obviously you are in my friends list, but I had trouble finding you because of the fact that you have to kind of scroll through. You know what I'm talking about. And I just couldn't find you in there. But as soon as I find you in there, probably like after you catch a Pokemon or something, I'm gonna send you one of these gifts here. Let's see here. So many Aerodactyls. Speaking of which, we're probably back up to 10, so I should definitely...
There's another cacturn.
Another cacturn? Oh, that's awesome.
But not from my instance.
Oh, there you are. Never mind. Sorry, that was my bad. That was my bad, Chuck. No, I remembered your name. I don't know why I missed it when I scrolled. I guess it's because this scroll thing can get a little mind-numbing. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Chamber of Realtors. Chicago egg, hopefully headed your way, Chuck. Thanks everyone for jumping on. We're just getting started. Heading towards those lures. Liz, you're totally right. This has been happening to me once in a while. I've been like, wait, I'm not connected to so-and-so? We should totally connect. Absolutely. Send me a DM. Please, please, please. Oh, is there a Macmar here? Nice.
Let's head over to all those lures.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Soon to be great friends indeed. Let's head to the lures, Mac. I'm actually kind of surprised to see where the lures are. Although, oh wait, oh my bad. Let's see, the lures, I think the phone was drifting a little bit, so I kind of misunderstood. But actually, yes, the lures are across the river. And I think that's,
they are?
Is that a river? I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the river, so there's what's called the north side and the south side
And
of
Erica's
Chicago.
Wait,
Yeah, actually
so
Erica's
the
staying right
south-
down there.
The south side is here, and then across the river is the north side?
Actually, we're on the north side.
Oh, that's the south side over there?
Yeah, let's go to the south side of the river. That sounds awesome.
Then why is it called downtown?
Well, it's downtown because it's... Well, first of all, actually, that's a great question. Downtown is really just a concept that people come up with to describe part of the city, usually the center of the city where there's a lot going on.
What?
It's not always the same direction. It's not like downtown is always south.
Oh, I
It could
thought
be
it
north.
was.
I mean, I think it usually
so
is.
downtown is uptown.
I think, well, yeah, so in this case, though, it is true that we were north of downtown. So then we went south to get to downtown. That's where we are now. Now, if we walk south further, we'll eventually get to some place where downtown will be north of us. You know what I mean? So you can always be south or north of downtown.
Oh.
because you can always vary your location. So it's all relative. Yeah, definitely. I think the best way to go across may actually be this way. Yeah, exactly, Gerard. It's like the West Side Story. So I'm having a major Pokemon storage problem. So I'm gonna have to be really strict with what I keep. Delta! Well, it's nice of you to stay high, and absolutely, that's great that you're having a good time. It's a Saturday night, enjoy the party, and maybe we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Get that from getting down there.
I'll be sending you a Chicago gift, that's for sure. Chuck, great question. What are the Celebi tasks? So here's the thing, is because we have tickets for Sunday, which is tomorrow and not today, we were able to go to the park. But since we did not yet scan our codes, we were not able to see the in-game instructions. So once you scan your code, you actually get the new quest to get Celebi. Now, we did speak to some of the other trainers, so we did find out what some of the tasks were. Some examples were you had to spin stops across the entire length of the park. So for example, you needed to actually, I guess the point was you needed to walk the whole park and hit certain stops. You needed to catch certain Pokemon. I'm trying to remember, what were some of the examples? You needed
I think
catch a certain number of shinies, I think.
Catch a Oracle.
Yeah, you needed to catch a Torkoal, exactly. So in a way, it was kind of like a way of guiding you through the special features of the event, in-game features. You would have to go to all of the different habitats and achieve certain things there. But because we weren't in the game, I only know... Oh yeah, good point. One thing you had to do is you had to catch unknowns that spelled the word Celebi. That's probably the most notable one, actually, was catching the unknowns. Hey, Mix of Chaos! Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
Very feeding though.
Oh, are you very feeding this gym that I'm trying to attack, Mac? Well, that's okay. I'm not really trying to attack it. I'm probably just, to be honest, I think I might have had a quest that required me to attack a gym. You know, so I just had to, you know?
Wait. Oh, that looks like a cool thingy.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So I believe that this is the river, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe that we can cross it by like walking along here and then taking one of those bridges. Yes, Mix of Chaos is in the house. Yes, so guess what, Ahana? I actually have great news. I don't really have a Pidgey hoarding problem anymore. Now that I hit level 40, I care less about having the stash of Pidgey to evolve. That's the good news. The bad news is that now I have a Pidgeot collection. It's not huge, but it does take up a bit of space. Although I also have really, really good news about Pidgeots. Guess what it is?
You weren't dreaming?
No, I wasn't dreaming, actually. We confirmed it with, remember that guy Berkey who joins our stream sometimes and basically knows
He on too?
much. Yeah, he evolved a few and he had the same result as I did.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's back, buddy. The legacy move is back. Hurricane is back for Pidgeot. So Pidgeots can be evolved to get Hurricane, which is their strongest move.
Why can't I find a shiny? You know, you were very lucky with that shiny. I can't find one.
Oh, are you having trouble finding shinies back?
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's just keep shiny checking. Here's two more. So shiny minimum obviously is a thing. I have one.
Hey, there's no boat to take us on.
Oh yeah, actually, good point. Don't go down here yet. We gotta go across and then down. The way to get across the river, I think, is Hey, Michael, how's it going? Welcome to the
They
stream.
can't even swim because they blocked it off with the fence.
Apparently at this particular time, the south side of the river is
That's a really
much
cool
more
boat,
lured
though.
out. Oh yeah, that is a cool boat.
You know
Nice.
how much cooler this place is than New York City?
Wait, did you just say this place is cooler than New York City? Well, it seems cooler because it's newer, it's unique, right? And to be honest, it is cool. Chicago's a great city. But I think the uniqueness factor has got to be part of it as well.
This river's so cool.
Yeah, I do love this river. Let's go close to it so we can show it better.
When I come back from Chicago, it will be like everything's so lame. Why is it? It'll be like that. That would be fun.
I doubt that you're going to think New York's lame when you get back, but you'll probably miss Chicago. I mean, this is beautiful, you're right. You probably will miss it.
And the water's a different color a little.
Yeah, the water's more turquoise, whereas the East River and the Hudson River in Manhattan are more like gray, right?
But why?
Why? Because of biology. It's probably cleaner, yeah. Although, to be honest, I'm sure it's not that clean.
I don't see any dog.
It does look pretty clean, actually.
A couple items of note, maybe downstairs is a bar and bathroom.
Chuck says
They have
he...
these solar panel things.
Back in the boat will get you downstairs.
Are those solar panels? Where? Oh yeah, good point. They do have solar panels there to help them run their like check-in station, I think. Nice. Michael says, thanks for streaming. I got one shiny Minimum today. Yes, actually, I got a shiny... no shiny Minimum yet, but I do have a shiny... Oh, good point. Shiny Plusle. I do have a shiny Plusle. Chuck pointed out something, which actually I think is the better answer. I think the answer I gave you, Mac, is incorrect. I actually think the reason that this is a more green river has to do with algae.
What?
Yeah, Chuck nailed it. Algae. So do you know what algae is? It is tiny little microorganisms, basically tiny little plants, basically, that grow in the water. And they're green, and then they get eaten by fish. Yeah, that's right. And actually, it's kind of related to it being a healthier river, though, because if it's too polluted, then you don't get enough algae. This is probably clean enough that you have enough algae and you have enough fish, so it's green. Thank you, Chuck, for allowing me to answer more accurately.
Such a cool place, though.
It does look pretty cool. Hey, let's keep walking. Let's get across the street. I mean, the river.
Yeah, not the street. We're used to saying this stuff because New York's so lame.
Wow, you're really bashing on New York today, Mac. Okay, we're about to hatch something. Noted, Chuck. I hear you there. It's for the win yet again. Oh, that's a nice boat. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, Mac. The boats are more plentiful here, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, the boats were an important part of Chicago's history because they helped Chicago be such an important city for trading. Because things would come in on the river and stuff.
Oh yeah, because rivers were the fastest back then.
Back then, rivers were the awesome. Yeah, totally. Did I know that fish sleep upside down?
What?
Mac looks like he's surprised to leave. Wait, did you say fish or sheep? I'm not sure if I read that correctly. I think he said fish. Yeah, he said fish sleep upside down. Or perhaps some fish. Thanks again, Hannah, for helping me with the audio situation at the beginning. Oh, let me shiny check these guys. Not shiny. Wait, was that the same one I clicked on the first time? Oh, so they don't float away. Interesting. All right, let's keep moving then. Oh, I think we might be near to the Chicago Tribune building, this old building here. And the feebas are all over the place. They're definitely part of the event in some way. Nice, Michael, going to Poland.
The only thing that now with Fluffle that makes the shiny cool is because it's rare, but you can't even notice it's different.
That's true. Yeah, that is totally true. So one thing Mac was pointing out, speaking of the Plusles and the Minims, is they're very hard to tell apart.
Not the Minims.
Now the Minims? I think the Minims are pretty...
Minims are green right now.
Oh, good point. Okay, so the Minims are pretty unique. The Plusles, this shiny, looks almost like the others. It's just a little tiny bit more saturated in terms of the red.
No, like I hear red. It's in Chicago? But was it like New York? That's the Trump hotel. I don't know the difference, and I keep saying that. Like I thought it
Guys, a little in crowds.
Morgan Freeman.
Quite hard, yeah.
If the wind pushes it, it will fall in. Yeah.
Glad you got it.
I don't know where to put it.
Let's carry it until we find a recycling place. Uh-oh. Let me get that sound off. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, you do, Esteban. I bet they'll be pretty prevalent. I hope. I hope it's not just a Chicago thing. Oh, there we go, the hatch. And with this hatch taking place, I think we can go ahead and, oh, Haven't hatched that in a little while. Togepi. God, I would love to transfer it because I just have so little space. Probably will transfer it. I have so little space. What are you referring to? Oh, you had? Oh, I see. Buffering, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, recycling right there. Yeah. You see a Lugia raid? Oh, nice. Maybe we can do that. Smackdown. So will Raikou? Oh, okay. Nice. Hi, Courtney. No problem. I hope you enjoy that food. So anyways, tomorrow is the day that we actually go into GoFest and complete the Celebi quest and do all that stuff. So we'll be live streaming tomorrow from GoFest. It turns out that you can live stream inside GoFest. A bunch of my friends did it today. Reception seems actually quite good in the park. So we'll definitely do tomorrow live and hope you guys can join us. Hey, Instinct Rules, how you doing?
Remember there was once a live stream with 2 million people watching?
Oh yeah, so the live stream with 2 million people watching, Mac, was the rocket launch, right?
They had the comments off.
They had to turn comments off, yeah.
Wait, what, like the comment section was gonna explode?
True.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, it would have spun by like a...
You couldn't tell what he was saying. No, you couldn't tell what anyone was saying.
True. Yeah, that was pretty insane.
But they had comments off, so which was good.
Oh wait, I was literally about to transfer a shiny Pokemon, which I might end up having to do, but I actually didn't mean to.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
You transferred one?
No, I was about to. Remember that happened to be at so?
Right.
D+. Oh, full, but you see why. I'm just programmed to transfer stuff because I literally have no space left.
Transfer that weak Geodude.
Weak
No,
Geodude?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
this one, okay.
And maybe I can help you with the space. Wait.
Yeah, maybe you can actually. Let's find a place to sit down though. I don't want to
Okay.
do it like when I'm just standing at a street corner. We were meet up yesterday. Trainer to Pokemaster Hall. Lugia in the park. The that was a lot of fun. Hey, Muffin Games, what is up?
Brandon Tan was actually even there.
I was surprised that Brandon Tan was there, yeah.
He would be waffling if he wanted to get some.
True. He had to take a break off from waffling, that's true.
I mean, he was still catching Pokemon.
But yeah, actually it was interesting. He was still packing Pokemon even while he was joking around and talking to fans and stuff.
Well, we had them stacked.
Yeah, probably.
And had an incense.
He's got to keep his lead, right? Plus, he's still behind Fubar in the King points category. What happened? Shiny Minimum, nice. With the green ears. Congratulations.
Wait.
That's shiny, all right. Yeah.
You could see it for a second, but then when the Pokeball went down, you couldn't.
True. Can I show it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm such a cool shiny. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna golden it.
Okay, yeah, golden raspberry. You do not want it to run. That is a really cool shiny, for sure. That's a regular above and a shiny below. Yeah, lures everywhere indeed. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's get across the street real quick before we get into any trouble. M&M. Oh, that's a good idea. We got some bang on the can going on.
Like 5 hours later, it was done.
But good. Haha. Intense. Exactly. Intense is the right word, I think, yes. Oh, we made it to a Millennium Park. Yes. There we go. This is actually where we wanted to go. And you know what happened earlier, Mac? I think I didn't realize we needed to go a little further south. I had forgotten that detail. So now we're where we want to be. That's what we're talking about. Millennium Park. This is great for Pokemon GO down here. So it totally makes sense that this is where the lures are. So the lures not only lure Pokemon, they lure Pokemon GO players.
Yes. If there's like a very rural area with just 5 Pokestops and they're all lured, you're gonna go there, right? And
That's a good point. Yeah, that's right. If there's a bunch of Pokestops, then you have a choice.
And then there's a good chance there'll be another trainer, and then you can do duels or something with them and with the trainers if there's not that many in the town.
True. See you, Muffin Games. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.
You have to blow it that loud.
I know. I feel like that guy could have blown the whistle a little
At
less
least it didn't
loud.
go straight in my ear.
At least nice job looking on the right side. It did not go straight in your
It
ear.
was pretty loud still.
Nice.
If it went straight in my ear, I probably would have gone deaf.
Yeah, but that was a lot of decibels. Hey, fence fight. So my ticket for Go Fest is tomorrow. We went to the park that has Go Fest this morning, and we uploaded a couple videos from it, kind of documenting the different locations that were set up, documenting how well it was going. But we don't actually have a ticket to get into the game. We don't have our code for today. We have the code for tomorrow. So what we're doing right now is actually rolling in downtown Chicago, where most of the same special spawns are going on here as well, although not all. There's a few that you need that code for. So tomorrow we'll be in Go Fest, actually inside the park, and we'll be streaming from there. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe so you get notifications when we go live tomorrow morning. In the meantime, feel free to hang out. We're checking out Millennium Park right now, which is one of the best places in Chicago to play in Pokemon Go. Oh, that's great news. Omni's in town. I wonder where he's at. Do you know if he's near to Grant Park and Millennium Park, where we are? It would be awesome to do a joint live stream with him while we're both in Chicago.
I'm shiny jacking Grassels and Minims while we catch those Aerodactyls and Belgium.
Got it. Okay. So you are shiny checking Clussums and Minims, and then you're actually going to the trouble of catching the Beldums. That makes sense.
And also Aerodactyl.
Oh, and Courtney just caught a Aerodactyl at Walmart. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, apparently the Aerodactyl spawns are pretty awesome around the world. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't even have to pay probably.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Mac points out you probably didn't even have to buy it. $0.
At Walmart.
So the soda is 10 cents a can, but the Aerodactyl, free. And priceless. Do I see any Articuno raid? Interesting question. I haven't. I see this Lugia.
Let's go to that cool statue.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
That's a great gym.
Oh, we got a good. Well, having a good time here, obviously. Oh, and I got to show you something. If you were on my stream on got to Chicago, then this might be a treat. Just gonna look to make sure he's not behind me. Usually he's ahead of me, you never know. Oh, there you are. Hey, Matt, go to the beach.
To get ready to add if it was instinct, but Val would have
Yeah, that happens.
all the time.
This is what's called the beach. It's in Chicago. One of the icons. Exactly. Sort of like a mirror shaped like a gigantic. Interesting how the reflections work. Hold up. Yeah, it's the magic of science. The way that light bounces. I'm trying to take this back, actually.
If you play like this, it's not upside down.
Ah, good point.
But it's also backwards.
True, true, true.
It's not upside down, but it's backwards. So then
So-
you see everything backwards, but not upside down.
So, wait, Mac, I have an important question.
Good for it.
I have a really important question. Is this literally a gym that was just taken down? That
Yeah.
just flipped? And so in the last 1 minute, all of these Pokemon were added?
Oh my, oh, it has
Whoa.
28 berries.
And this guy has 28 berries in the last 1 minute? This is really an insanely intense gym. Are you sure it was this gym that flipped?
Yes.
Well, actually, good point. It does show that they were all added in the last 1 minute, including this Beldum. Yep. Wow, that's insane. Talk about a
no,
competitive
but
gym.
I think most of it's because of Pokemon Go.
Good point. GoFest is totally bringing a lot of trainers out. In fact, you can
But
see
I
them.
think it still always be, because look at all the people here.
True. You're right. There's so many people here that it would make sense to have a unusually intense gym situation right now.
Sleeping coach is good. Look. Well, they can sort of see the, and they kind of see actually.
So, okay, so
there is a Lugia raid that I should probably head to.
oh, okay. How far up that Lugia raid? Just a little bit? Okay. So you can lead the way? Okay. I'll follow you in a sec. Actually, I'm gonna run away. Plus, I feel like we're lagging a little bit at this location. Too many tourists. Too big a crowd. Impressions of Go Fest. Now, obviously, I haven't played the in-game features, but observing the people playing in the park today it just blew my mind how much better it was in terms of the experience of getting in. There were no lines, literally no lines, because they had a new system where you just walked into the park, and as long as you had the code, you could access the spawns and the unique features. If you had not, if you didn't have the code, then you couldn't. That was it. That was just brilliant. Second of all, they seem to have a lot more people there to help. And oh man, okay, Mac, let's move because it's lagging. Perception, interesting. Mine, not so good.
Oh wait.
Sorry.
Bad.
You know what I mean? It's a good idea, actually, Courtney. Maybe I should try my stream.
Do you think something's starting soon?
Oh, you know what? I think these people are here for the raid. They can go. Contain. This is absolutely. Wow. Okay. I think I'm going to restart so that we can get better reception. Unless we get a. I want to make sure that y'all can catch the. I'll turn off the face cam just in case that helps a little bit. Sometimes it does. Serious crap. Okay, there's minutes left.